Hey, traders. Welcome to the Tuesday stream. Earnings season in full effect. This was quite possibly pretty much the biggest day of earnings of the quarter. And so you had Microsoft, Google, Apple, Starbucks, AMD, Visa reporting, really notable big names. And I don't know, mostly not great. I mean, it doesn't matter if the earnings be talking about performance after the bell, and we can just look real quick. Just got up top left AMD, top right Apple, bottom right Google, bottom left Microsoft. You can see after hours trading, Google killed it, went to all-time highs, is still at all-time highs, holding on to those gains after hours. But Apple started out good, then conference call, sold off, and now it's still under. It's down after hours. AMD is actually up a little bit. It was down, it was up, it's marginally up, not even 1%. And then Microsoft, bottom left, it's down from its close, 286, currently sitting at 281. And then you've got Visa that, wow, all over the place. Down just a little bit, not much, but hit a low after hours, 243, so survived. And then you had Starbucks, holy crap, currently sitting at 122.47, 122.44, closed at 126, so certainly down after hours. But these things have been running non-stop, man. If you've been looking at their charts before today, audio a little loud, sorry. Almost like it doesn't even matter on this one, right? Because the music's so good. Just kidding. So I'm back after the bread stream, the rise stream. Bitcoin holding in there, up almost $1,000 today, up 2.6%. Hanging in there better than stocks, where the Nasdaq had its worst day since May 12th. We'll look at that. Dow Jones held in pretty well. Small coins, interesting levels. I guess we can look, but as you can see, after hitting the top of the range, the rectangle, Bitcoin pulled back, but is not done yet. Not really showing any sort of edge per se on the oscillators, really discernibly. Just good to see an actual successful back test of that June 29th high became support last night. So good news there. That's Bitcoin on the 4-hour. We'll look at it on the daily. Daily, going for 7 days in a row of higher highs than your previous daily close. And the last time that happened was back in March, right here between March 5th and March 11th. 7 days. Did not go 8 days. So tomorrow somehow Bitcoin was to do it again. I don't even know the last time Bitcoin went up 8 days in a row. Even in the crazy runs, you've had some down red days, nothing days. But like 8 days in a row, I don't know, man. So you're banking on, based on some just even history from a year, past year, chances of it seeing 8 days in a row of green is not that high, right? So you might see indecision candle tomorrow, if anything, even if it's not bad. So still confined in the range, as you can see. It's a rectangle between 30K and 40K. Can't believe it, man. It's crazy. So nothing spectacular has happened besides running up to the top of the range and regarding it as resistance again. That's it. It'll be real good news if you can ever break this 40K area and then back test it as support. That's when we're talking about serious shifts in the market, and that's where altcoins will begin their journey, their ascent, their retraces back upwards after they've just now lost 88 to 100% of their value from the previous lows from like November and August of last year. Whoops, sorry. Gotta change the beats. Okay. Bitcoin daily, Bitcoin weekly. Engulfing candle. Nice follow through candle, but no break of any sort of technical resistance yet. Not yet, man. So there's still a lot of work to be done. Still losing your negative momentum. Good. I go to Ethereum, man. You know, pulled back. Yeah, it could be working on hidden bullish divergence, maybe locally. I mean, your negative momentum's kind of been building, even on this candle. So, in between 2K and 2,500, I think that's. I mean, it ran up and hit its highest level since June 16th, June 17th, yesterday, before pulling back. So, it's been kind of a straight line up since the reaction. So, I think there are ones that are at like crazier strategic levels. I mean, I think Ethereum, we were here live when it did backtest and engulf on July 23rd. That was identified and talked about. That's really important. And since that spring backtest, the spring engulfing candle, it appreciated a few $100s in value. I mean, it really went up $400 in value from its lowest point to its highest point after doing what charts do, doing what assets do at trend lines that are critical, right? Holy crap. So could continue to 2,500 if Bitcoin allows it. All right, it's Ethereum. Right, looks almost like a double bottom, a descending triangle that broke its supply line. That's certain. That happened. That has occurred. Currently sitting like 59 on the RSI. So you're just 1 point away from being in a bullish control zone again on Ethereum, which I think is good, man. I think that's good. Very good. Yeah, it does look like I'm shadow banned for sure, dude. What's new, man? Another day, another issue, another problem, right? So above the 200-day moving average, very good on Ethereum, and yeah, major inflection point, dude. All right, you see the supply line was broken, so very, very good there. Now all you got to do is break above 2,400. 2,400, you got a real good chance of seeing. I would say probably it's $2,700 if you break 24. Based on bad action magnet move confirmations, or just bad action magnet moves, which is when you break B, high probability area going from the 50%, that high to low, from that B point to a 886, which is probably around 2,700. So the real ones are here. Yeah, dude, for sure. Shadow ban has nothing to do with YouTube notifications. Nothing, dude. It has everything to do with me not being in your subscription feed. You're subscribed to me and you can't see that I'm live. That's called shadow banned, and that's certainly what I am today, at least on my alt account. So checking out Altcoin that pulled back some and is holding. It broke out of its falling wedge. Cool, no higher highs, no higher lows yet, so still a lot of things need to be done before you can truly say Litecoin's reversing its trend, at least a short-term trend. Okay.
Noise! Can we look at K2B?
What's up, Doobie? K2B? You just mean K, right? Like, Kellogg. Yep. Sure, dude. So, I mean, God, dude, just nothing's changed. Like, I mean, I'm here every day, and we look at the same assets, and it's like nothing really does anything sometimes at 24 hours. XRP, still trying to find that double bottom at a 78% retrace in that inflection zone, and breaking 69 cents, you can see $1.10 to $1.50 again.
Can you take a look at Zim? I am in the freight industry and I can't see how these guys don't beat earnings by a mile for the next few years, but not sure how high it can go.
Yeah, we'll look at ZIM, Gabriel. Thanks for the 25, dude. Thank you, dude. Yep, we'll do it. We'll do it, man. like literally, it's just like I don't exist. I can't be searched for. I can't utilize SEO right now. I can't do anything. Oh, it's like every fucking day, man. Cardano bounced off $1, had a nice rally, holy crap, like everything else, and is below 128. Making higher, it's okay. It's literally okay. If it breaks 128, it's probably going to 150 again. Awesome, dude. 150 probably on Cardano if it holds here, or if it can break 128. EOS, it's the same thing. It's like a bullish shark pattern that caught a reaction, and that's it so far, right? Look, your bullish shark. It's like a literal textbook bullish shark right there. All right, reacted, and is not above where you want it to be. I don't know, man. Where you are is pretty important, actually. There's a level from November 2019. That normally, if you can get above that, I don't know, man. It's like you've tried to get above it and you failed all these times. But like normally, there's price action between 368 and 423. It's just kind of staring at a point where it's trying to hold it. If it can actually hold it and break back above that 200 moving average, you think you can get a 423 easy, which would make plenty of sense. Top of the pattern. So, you know, same time it could be a bearish 5-0. Just depends what trend we're in, depends on the macro. Yep, bullish shark, EOS. Really, I mean, you can clearly see the level that it bounced at. It was very real. It was like a high from April 28th. December 20th, November 30th, like all over the place. It's definitely, look, this low back from July 2019. I mean, a low from February 2019. So it's real. It's very, very real of an area of inflection where a reversal could occur. BNB still looking okay, right? Trying to make higher lows. Trying to make higher lows, and so you've got a demand line down at 260 and change, and you've got a level of very real resistance that if you ever broke it, you go straight up to 430 most likely. You break 350, 430, boom. So this one's just consolidating after a really nasty crash, and you created a harmonic, maybe a reaction low. Maybe you could consider this a confirmation low, but for now, just wait. Everything's waiting on Bitcoin. Will Bitcoin break out of its range? If Bitcoin breaks out of its range of 40K, all these coins are going to make deep retraces. Talking this thing could see $600 again, or at least go to like 520 for the 786886.
I am ready to start the Belushi train. Smile. Much love.
What's up, TSLA? Thanks for 1337. Belushi train? What does that mean? I mean, that's 25 or 33. So there you go. What do you mean it broke a demand line? I clearly am showing a demand line from May 23rd, June 21st, and here is July 20th. So that's a demand line. Are you talking about a supply line? A supply line was broken? Sure, maybe a supply line was broken. Then it's like a triangle. But I don't know, man. I think what's most important is this high of 350, 332 to 350. I think that's the most important. Okay. Okay, choo-choo. I don't know, man, just taking a look around, you know, ZRX, that was pretty important level, 50 cents, 52 cents, this high back from November and May of 2020. Way more important, September 2018. Wow, just April 2018, all over the place, right? So it kind of double bottomed there, but made a textbook bullish shark and reacted there. God, all these reactions, they're just going straight up from hitting the 886. They're spending no time down here. So now at another inflection point, you break 73 cents, you're probably going to 89 cents. Based on historical price action, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's it, man. If ZRX breaks 73 cents, it's got quick upside, 22% upside if it breaks. Pretty cool, huh? How support resistance works. So just, I don't know, randomly looking at S coins. You have Dash that broke out. I like about Dash, it's doing something really important right now. Almost action. This is actionable, okay? This is where one could be taking a long, placing a bet right now on Dash. I'm just looking at it. Wow, the first time today. This is it, dude. This is like high probability area. Anything above 142 goes to 176. Easy. I mean, dude, how many times we have to straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? Can't break it. Can't break it. But when it does break it for real and holds it, high probability of upside. Look at this, even on the wick, that scam wick, right? Where everyone's like, oh my god, everything was getting wrecked, but except Dash, and it just ran up and did nothing, and then ended up going down to 115 after hitting 178. We're just wiping everyone out. So this is it, dude. This is where Dash, one could take a long, and an easy first target is 176 if you're being really, really conservative based on history, man. If you ever broke 176, you're going straight up to 211, then 255, then 280, you get it. All right, so this is actually almost trade setup worthy. What's happening? All right, harmonic, you've rallied, and what was the steel wall support resistance is now support, and it's holding pretty well. So this is actionable, and you've broken out of the consolidation structure too. So Litecoin doesn't have any of that support resistance that it broke, right? All it has is just it broke out, and that's it. So Dash is actually in a really good spot right now, chat. Okay, Dash. Okay, another one that I liked in a really good spot is KNC. KNC is doing the same thing. KNC at a level that's very important. It goes back not just to November 2020, but it also goes back, I think it was 2018. Yes, it is. It goes back to July 2018. A very important area of support and resistance where, I mean, just the price action is normally straight down, straight up, down, right? You get sometimes where it goes up to 150 and reverses, but most of the time it's to 186, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So here we are on KNC. Holding, if you hold above 135, 131 long enough, you got 186 target. That's it, man. KNC really liking the way it looks right now, and the way, especially the way it's correlating to that trend line, where it sprung, kind of back tested, but then a stronger, more concise spring back test right there, just yesterday. Really nice. So once it breaks the 200 moving average, which it's flirting with right now, it'll just be off to the races, and we'll see price action like we've seen it before in history: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you could target for 186 on KNC, and and if it fails, it fails. But it's like, at least you know how to strategize setting up a stop loss. You don't want to be messing with the asset really too much below 131. Not really. I would say hit that sub button, but you know, hey, I'm not shadow banned anymore. Cool, at least on my side. I don't know, man. Like, I'm here, I'm telling you, like, if things stay kind of positive for Bitcoin, then altcoins, there are a couple altcoins that are actionable longs at low risk areas. Don't show up. I mean, you're listening and watching now, but I don't want you to be a person that shows up later after these things take off. And I'm like literally staring at a chart right now that is opportunity, and it's like you watching the stream on days that aren't like full on pumps, and it's like, What else do you want, man? This is it. Okay, so that's like, I'm done like just going around handing out cryptos. Okay. We can look at the S&P 500. That down 0.47%, not too bad. I mean, it had a bad first 4 hours of trading, then on the last 4 hour candle, it was pretty good, bullish around me, I guess. Gap to be filled up there.
Reef. Can't find an edge, but maybe low risk.
Yeah, we can check Reef. All right, might be. I'm sure it is, dude. If it's an S coin, it's probably it's lost 88 to 100% of its value, almost certainly, because almost every single crypto has done that. And yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't very good for most assets today, especially the growth names where, you know, UPS and FedEx led the losers on the S&P, and then Lowe's, PayPal, Intel, Google, Amazon, Tesla. And then you had like defense stocks that did well. Raytheon and Lockheed Martin were top gainers. And then utilities, right? I like utilities. Utilities technically look amazing right now. Like Exelon and Duke Energy and even Southern Company.
Not probably wrecked smile.
Not probably wrecked, definitely wrecked. Thank you, TSLA, for the 33. Repeating, of course. Much love, dude. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thanks, man. All right, gotta find hype when the chart's not giving us any hype. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about to see how a couple of these altcoins are going to do at these critical levels that they're above and holding.
Super chatted $33.33 and pending drink action to the left side. Can we look at P to E? 0.886 with divergence.
Jameson thinks we'll look at PTE. Unfortunately, Super Chat, there is no variation for the Belushi. It's only through Stream Elements. You'd have to tip me through Stream Elements, not YouTube, to get that variation. Unfortunately, dude. So thank you for the 33. Repeating, of course. But remember, YouTube takes 30% of that anyway, so it's not even 33, right? So that's another reason why it's not there, you know. So S&P, Dow Jones though, not too bad. I mean, it had a pullback, but it had a nice little recovery at the end, and it did. It's still just right there at the top, man. The top of the zone of the trading range. There's a gap too, a gap at like, I think 35,141. Right here, dude. I mean, Dow Jones confused. I think if they can keep up, man, all it has to do is just get a little bit higher and it'll be breaking out again. And 35,584 will be the first target. All right, it's doing really well. I like that higher low it made July 19th from the previous low. Accumulation. Nasdaq pullback.
Hi from Vegas.
Nasty.
Been busy for a while, but had to come support the stream.
Sephiroth, what's up, dude? Coming in from Vegas, man. Stay cool out there. Thank you, man, for the support and the comeback, man. Cheers. So Nasdaq really struggling to hold on to those all-time highs. We're at one time and two times. And so had a low today of 14,500, but a nice little rally on the, you know, in the last part of the trading session. I mean, everything kind of recovered and then went into earnings, and now it's like, you know, only Google really came out looking good. Everything else is kind of like down on like pretty much the most notable day of earnings season today. So all's well till you break 14,176. That's real. So just make a higher low than the previous low from July 19th and everything will be fine. Russell 2000. Ugh. Okay, went to back test that demand line again, right? Sprung back above it. Maybe it's back testing the spring. Still haven't seen positive momentum since June 28th. So maybe this is where we catch a bounce here. If not, see it back down at 2085, 2070. And the 200-day moving average that it hadn't even tested yet. Not even on July 20th did it test it. So range bound, small caps, all zone. Gold. still unable to move, still somehow shifting that momentum. God, it's all about the ifs, man. Is it gonna hold the level, the 1800 level, or not? If it does hold it, yeah, 1900. If it doesn't hold it, then you're probably gonna make a harmonic and see like 1762, and just hoping and praying that it makes a higher low than the June 29th low. That's it. It's all about the ifs on gold now. It has broken out, but it's locally terrible. Locally, momentum shifting to the downside. So, but it hasn't broken yet. If it breaks, okay, lower price. If it holds, then you could be seeing 1900 again. It's pretty simple, right? Yeah, gold, locally. All right. Silver, not good, man. Not really. Not good, man. Broke a demand line, broke a horizontal support. I guess it's done. I guess silver's never going higher ever again, chat. I mean, I'm guessing that's what's it. It's breaking all critical supports from April and August of 2013. That's it, dude. Couldn't hold. It's $26. Pathetic. Couldn't hold the high from October 2010. This is it. I mean, like, it's all about the fall of the price action. So, like, this could just reverse. Okay, if it reverses soon and we get back above it, fine. But below this level, if it stays below this level and we catch some volatile price action, very bad. Technical breakdown on silver, not good. Bad. That's it. Then it's just like, all right, see you down at $23.85, see you down at $23, just bleed out and be suppressed for the rest of eternity, I guess, right? Boomer asset anyway. Can't catch bids to save its life. Every time, I mean, it sells off, it catches more bids lately since freaking almost a year. But for now, it's like, where's the beef? Where's the price action? Where's the support holding? It's not. Where are the higher highs? There is no higher highs. It's all the same highs. And soon, it could be in jeopardy of not making higher lows anymore. So silver's just, dang, man. Better places to put your money than silver. I'm like, based on what's going on. Yeah. But again, it's not about the breakdown itself. It's about the fall through price action. So this just recovers in the next few days, gets back above it, and then you know where we're going. We got to be saying there's accumulation still. It held supports. It got back above. All right, it's all about the data. Let's get some data after this breakdown. Sucks, dude. Not good. Okay, Bitcoin 38,510, hour 24 minutes, so daily close. Progressive.
Can you check my work on PGR? Triple MACD divergence on daily to know if it still counts after that big green candle.
That double bottom, yeah.
78.6%
it was weird, yes.
From February 16th low. Trying to get back into the reverse channel from February 2020.
It's not
excellent
bad.
Fundamentals too.
It wasn't like so spectacular that I spent more than a few
Can you check
seconds staring at it, but
both are crypto mining stocks with low market caps and good hash rates compared to the big boys, Riot and Mara.
so Severoth, we got like that $20 request thing per asset, $20 per request. That's just like, I don't know, it's not new. If you haven't been here in a really long time, it might be new, but it's like been here for like 6 months, 7 months. Thanks, man. So I guess then you tip 15, so it's like you're almost there. Thanks, dude. Before we go to a request, we got to talk about Activision Blizzard. They got wrecked, dude, and there's a walkout, an employee walkout tomorrow, and it got wrecked after hours. It's down 6.7%, man. Very bad. This is what happens. Hey, it was crazy. We were talking about it before this even occurred, man. This was just bad. Like huge technical breakdown. I mean, you're back below your previous all-time high from September 2018. Thanks, Severoth. Sure, dude. Well, look, thanks, man. Right, big move down, and you could never break that 98.38. You tried. It's all about the ifs, right? It's like potential double bottom, and it never confirmed that the double bottom was real, and then it just broke down. So it happens. This was the first target that trades it up. You never went any higher. That's it, dude. So continuing your correction since February. Not good at all. Not good at all, chat. Treat your employees better. Don't sexually harass your employees. And this won't happen, okay? And that's really bad for all video game stocks that were looking good. Now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. I'm getting a little sketched out by EA. I know it's still making higher lows, but it's just not been able to break 147 to 150 ever. I mean, remember, this goes back to 2018. You can't break out, but it maybe absorption of remaining supply is still there. You're still above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, but you did break the demand line, and you're still out of the demand line, dude. So rough. And then you have like Zynga, the mobile video game company. That's, oh man, not really. Now it's starting to look like double toppy. And remember, we were all banking on 1054. It could never hold prices above 1054 for more than a few days, and now it's below it. And once if you break 992, dude, that could be it. That could be where you look, man, straight up, down, up, down, up. You break 992 with follow through price action. This is where we see a lot of downside. So be careful on Zynga, where it was looking pretty good. Consecutive higher lows, all right, and then just failure, massive failure. And now look at you. If you break 992, could be a huge markdown. So just be careful on video game stocks right now with one of the leaders doing really bad things. Okay. But, before requests and stuff, remember utility companies like Southern Company, patrons, remember when you were pinged about this very, very critical demand line confluent with the horizontal line support? It held above both of those, and it's just been flying. It's been running up. It's up 1.27% today. Again, one of the top gainers on the S&P. It's at that inflection point from November of last year. You break that, $67. You break that, $71 all-time highs. Lots, like a really nice uptrend here, and holding support and rallying again. So, yeah, utilities, man, been good. Duke Energy had broken all-time highs on Friday, and now it has closed at its highest level of all time today, up 1.7%, top gainer. And you go back all the way to February, right before COVID crash. You had reached a new all-time high recently in May, but you couldn't sustain. You sold off, but then you rallied again, and here it is, the highest level of all time for Duke Energy. And then you have what's it, EXC, ETR, I think, also.
Hello Mitch, can we look at Hex? Thanks for your work.
Yeah, we'll look at Hex. Wally Cyrus, thanks for the 20, dude. That's up today. But like, this one was really good on, I mean, just based on what it was doing at pretty critical levels from 2010 and 11. You know, you'd seen it before, 2019. But look how you sprung, back tested spring, held it, made higher lows, and now it's off, man. Now it's like, the probability is high, you'll eventually see $51. I mean, that's historically what happens. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? You break it, up, down, up. So $50, at least $49, probably the target on EXC. Really nice. These, I'm telling you, dude, these utility companies are killing it right now, and they've been doing some technically nice things we've been identifying the past week or so. It's good, dude. Back above critical levels, holding it, and accumulation going on there.
New/USD.
Steven, what's up? What's up? Thanks for the 20, dude. I was like, what's up with the 20? Thanks, dude. Thank you. Okay, so that's kind of it. I mean, like, do we want to? We can look at the losers too if you want. I mean, like one like PayPal, it hit an all-time high, its highest candle close ever on Friday, and then yesterday dark cloud cover, and then follow through price action after the dark cloud cover reversal. So yep, it's reacting there a couple times. It could get a pullback. We could always back test 277 on PayPal, right? As support before going higher if it's going to. But you think it being certainly a failed Gartley, eventually PayPal 362. But you do have earnings coming up tomorrow. Wow, earnings tomorrow, chat. So just survive earnings, that's all I can tell you, and everything else will work out. I don't even care about pumps on earnings. I just don't want big dumps. I just want them to survive and not, make real big technical issues on the chart. Okay, PayPal, and then like, you know, Amazon, unfortunately bearishly engulfed today on the daily. Yep. I mean, again, anything above 3,500, really anything above like 3,300, I'm good with. Like, this thing could come all the way down, I mean, and just test the 200-day moving average again, maybe making like three rising valleys pattern. It would be unbelievable. It would be crazy if it ever did that. I mean, you just can't be bearish on Amazon right now with what it's doing, where it is. Bitcoin 38,930 and climbing at its highest high of the day, chat, of the new day. Well, the day that has been around 23 hours and 44 minutes or whatever. Right, or 22 hours, 44 minutes, sorry. So, I don't know, I mean, you just can't. It didn't have a good day today, like nothing did. Nasdaq sold off. It's not over till it breaks back inside the channel. And still probably not even over then, because it'll just probably make a higher low than the previous discernible lows. All right. Intel also a loser today, but we don't really like the way Intel looks, dude. I mean, anything below $57 is bad, dude. Real bad. I mean, that's, remember, the range. And there, it could fall a lot further. It really could. Probability is higher, it goes down there. I mean, 54.84, you go all the way back to the year 2000. I believe that was, wait, never mind, maybe not. Oh, is that plotting that as what? That was just some major inflection point from the year 2000, right? That you're below that. I think it's probably pretty important to be above that. So, you know, downside $45, going all the way back to September 1999. That's normally where the asset would go once it falls below $57, $58. Not good, which just happens to be the bottom of the range. Wow, I can't believe it, you know. Timeless support resistances, talking 21 years, 22 years ago, you got support resistances that exist. So that's why I have that teal trend line plotted. So Bitcoin, you can say $39,000. Yeah, it did hit $39,031 just moments ago. Yep. It was up 2%. It's right. It's now up almost 5%. It's up $700 since this live stream started. Chat, can you hear me? Wow. Okay, I guess now we can get into requests. Okay. All right, first request of the day was Kellogg. It's the Kellogg. Kellogg really just stuck, man. It filled a gap. It's still holding the gap fill. How insane is that? From May 5th, it's just not really in a. There's no historical support resistance like that. The historical support resistance that matters the most is 58.50, 68.04. Unfortunately, you ran up to 68.04 and you failed. You failed to break it. So it's like you're pulling back, and hopefully you hold the gap fill as support. If it doesn't, then you could see 58.50 again on Kellogg, dude. Just based on historical price action between $58.50 and $68, right? It's normally, look at it, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, a million times, right? So it just failed. So it's like maybe you get a minor pullback before rallying again. You test $68 again, I think the probability is high that it breaks out and sees $72 to $75, okay? So that's your Kellogg. Great start, great entry, but you know, it hit C, which, you know, is a target of a harmonic, right? C and A. So one target of the two, you hit one, not two. So that's Kellogg stuck, and it's holding on to that 200-day moving average for now. It's trying to regard it as support for the first time, like really a long time, man. Like for real, it's been so sideways, dude. So stuck sideways. Just think about it. Kellogg today is the same price it was in March 2013. That is obnoxious, right? I mean, imagine being a Kellogg holder. 3.67% dividend. I don't know if it's worth it, you know, holding Kellogg for 8 years and it being the same price. I don't know how much dividend it would have paid. I mean, would it have been, you know, that compounding. I don't know if what the threshold for a good return would be. There's your Kellogg, Stuxville, in the middle of a huge range. All right. Yeah, I'm staring at Bitcoin. Everyone calm down. It's gonna be good, dude. Let me just ooh. Well, I mean, finally catching a pullback, right? On this one, ZIM Integrated Shipping Services IPO'd in late January of this year. Clearly broke a demand line that it had been held in since the beginning, right? It broke that demand line the date of July 1st, and ever since then, it's been selling off. All right, that's all you can do, is just plot a demand. There's just not that much data on this chart on ZIM. Now, someone will be like, it's a harmonic. It's a harmonic, dude. It's also trying to hold some support resistance right there. I mean, that's it. Once it breaks that, probably going down to 28, 24. You know, a harmonic at this level, it's not the best context to identify one, man. And it made 100% retrace anyway, so there's certainly no edge to go along with the harmonic idea if you were to identify it as an X, A, B, C, D. So it's all about the ifs, man. Can ZIM hold above 3350, or is it just going to continue its correction, its deeper correction, pull back to 28, 24, the next level that makes the most sense for maybe, you know, straight up, down, up. That's it. That's all it's got. So I don't know, man. Harmonics, you're looking for harmonics like this after a drawdown, right? Then the harmonic creates itself, and then you would catch the reversal, right? The M shape to usher in the reversal. Like, you're not in that context right here. So I don't like harmonics that present themselves after a huge markup, right? They're just, to me, I'm not attracted to them just because I've seen how many times they fail. They just present themselves and it's like, okay, maybe it catches a reaction, dude. It runs up, it makes a lower high, and then just dumps again and continues its correction because it just had a nice markup, right? A nice run it had been on its whole life. So I'm just 28, 24 if this doesn't hold. Could always catch a reaction here. It could actually hold. I mean, it very well could. I'm just saying what things I like on a chart. So the next request. Okay, an asset that lost. Yes, you could only imagine, dude. You can only imagine what it lost in value. Like everything else, it lost 88% of its value. It has most recently made its lowest level of the entire correction. It's flirting with the 200 moving average for the first time since May 28th. Its most recent discernible event was the lowest low of the correction we talked about. Like almost everything else, there wasn't an edge when it reversed. Nope. It wasn't a formal harmonic locally. It was a lower high that ran down, and it was like a bullish stingray. It was like 113% retrace on a lower high on B. That's not a formal harmonic that any research has been done on. So it's not making a higher high. There's just too much work. I mean, it's certainly at levels where there could be perceived value. 88% retrace on anything, that's what we know. But that's just not good enough. It's like at that deep value area, what are its most recent events? Lower lows, lower highs for now. Oh, that's not really great, man. But I guess if you're above 1.1 pennies, you're okay. I mean, there's very little support down here because it's just straight up, sideways, down. So if it ever held 1.1 pennies, it could, I don't know, it's probably going to test 1.7 cents again. After that, it could then maybe go to 2.7 cents. Okay, that's your Reef, dude. I'm just like, there's many assets out there. Why pick Reef? Who cares? There are thousands of assets, and a lot of them produce products and services that help the world, and they also make money quarterly. And if they don't, at least we know what they do as an S-coin, as a crypto, right? They have a higher market cap, right? They've been around a lot longer than Reef. You take a chance on KNC or Ethereum or something, right? Or was it Dash? Let's see. Next one was that one. Still looking at Bitcoin. 39,234. Highest size of the day is pretty much of the day right now. All right, pretty good. 1 hour 6 minutes till your close, and looks like it wants to go up and test 40K again. I mean, that's where we're looking. PTE, been here before. I do have memory of this place. This is exceptional, chat. This is exactly the stuff we're looking for. Oh man, it was like all hope was lost for PTE on the date of July 19th, like a lot of other assets, but then the money printer came in, it went burr, and what happened? It wasn't about the technical breakdown itself, the ice line from March 12th of last year. It is now, the asset is back above it. Oh boy, back above that critical level. And we'll just plot that low right here too for May 20th. It's your inflection zone. If this asset can hold this level long enough, the upside is actually immense. Wow, PTE, let's keep our eyes on this one. Could be an extremely low risk areas. Just saying, man, this is a big deal. Wow, PTE, it almost has 1 million volume, not quite, but dude, one to watch. Not only that, right, it's not just the ice line. You think about Fibonacci from your lowest low of all time to the highest high after. What did it do on July 19th? Holy mother of God. It went down to just test the 88% retrace, the deep value perceived area, and then rallied off of that. At the same time, I think it looks like it filled a gap too. Wow, a little gap. You can barely even see it from January 5th. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Also went to test this little scam wick low from November 6th right there. So PTE could be back alive. So have your alerts set up, man. Like 82 cents. This could be an entry for a long, and the target would be probably 123. As you can see, historical price action between 81, 82 cents and 123 is straight up, straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Pretty much all the time since time immemorial of this asset. So PTE, keep your eye on it. Deep value perceived area and trying to spring back above a critical ice line from last year. Unreal. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Great request. Thank you for getting us back on this, because this is what we're looking for. Not the breakout itself. Let's watch the price action correlation after the breakout. It was terrible. The bears did everything they could, and they couldn't push it any lower. And now it's rallied, and it's back kind of in safe territory again. Yes. That's why you watch the stream for stuff like this. All right, next one was for Den B, man. Well, hold on a sec. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick. Look at Bitcoin, 39,460 and climbing. Highest highs of the day. You're getting so close right now that if Bitcoin was, we're at its highest point just now. If it closed today, it'd be the highest 4-hour candle close Bitcoin has seen technically since June 16th. It would be a higher candle close than we saw just July 26th yesterday. All right, technically 2 days ago, because it's about to be the 28th universal time. So Bitcoin not out of it yet. Very, very strong rejection below the zone, like the start of the zone, like right here, May 19th. It fell below it. Didn't matter about the breakout. It was the fall through. The fall through was rejection. Daily bullish engulfing candle identified immediately, right? And then the 3-day, a day later, 3-day engulfing candle. And the last time we saw engulfing candles at these levels, the last time was back here, January 27th, 28th, and it went to all-time highs after that. So you just gotta be mindful, man. This is very real developments going on right now. Oops, sorry, I don't know how that happened. Bears certainly got rejected, yes. Six more likes till 300. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Sorry. Oh my God, dude. It's just like the scammers from Nigeria are so consistent every day when I'm live. Also, I don't know if anyone cares. I don't even know if anyone new is watching right now, but I'm 2 subscribers away from 57,500. Okay, so it's like maybe just maybe it's only taken like 10 years, but maybe I'll break that 57,500 area today. Okay, anyone out there that has found me today? I mean, via just searching Bitcoin live or something. I just need to know, like, SEO I don't think works anymore. Armasagi, man, let's go. Wow. Thank you, Martin, man. What's up? Bitcoin's
Martin
working on being up,
tipped
right?
$100. Just wanted to say what's up, Browski. Hope all is well.
All is well. All is well. In the penthouse, dude. Things starting to get back a little bit to normal, where we are at the lowest low of the valley, and now we've bounced. Okay. Definitely. But it's kind of really disappointing that like SEO is no longer working. I'm better off on Twitch if that's the case, because there's no discoverability. Really weird, man. Yeah, I just lost 3 subs. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the trolls. Yep. I mean, it's like I don't care most of the time, and then it's like I look and I'm like, dang, dude, that's awful. And then when I care, you know, nothing good comes from it. So, God forbid, I care about metrics of whatever my career is. All right. All right. Next request. Bitcoin's doing well, man. It's up $2,000 on the day. Yep. Progressive, pretty whacked out chart recently. It was earnings that did it. What was it, man? What was that? I mean, it's in a really nice uptrend, you know. From its previous low to high, it hit a 78% retrace and bounced. Okay, so I mean, like, today it's finally back above the 200 moving average. Yeah, and you're like, is that divergence? It's really hard to say, but it could definitely be perceived as that, all right? I mean, if it's not, it's bullish convergence is just as good. I mean, it's pretty good right there, man. So progressive, I think if it's going to keep going, it's going to go up and it's going to test 101 or $100, right? That's probably what's going to happen. What's up, BitBoss, dude?
Bruh.
Oh my God, hold on. What the? Thank you, BitBoss, dude.
F trolls, let's hit 40k again and spin.
40k again and spin? Oh no, man. I don't know about that. I'm like dead. Well, I want to be able to like Thursday do actual spins and stuff. So I mean, it's like if it's an everyday thing, it starts becoming devalued, right? Like me drinking and being a piece of bread or wearing a mustache, right? I mean, I could do that today. I could literally pull up this thing. I have it still on, like after yesterday, so we're lucky here. I could, you know, I could just be something else today. Instead of spinning, I'd just be like, I don't know, I could be Kermit fucking. I could just glow, dude. I could just be glowing right now, you know. Hey, everybody. Yeah, liver failure hype, exactly. Let's like not do that. Let's keep my longevity so I can just keep providing analyses for ye. You know what I'm saying, dude? So let the power of the Bitcoin rise us up. This is the aura of the bulls behind me or something. All right. Just kidding, man. And we could just do. I could be literally a dragon, man. Could be a dragon, and we could look for bullish dragons across the chart. All right. Just kidding. Anyway, so progressive, you could consider that divergence probably. If it's not divergence, it's convergence. It's still good. It made a low to high deep retrace. So value perceived areas on progressive around 89.80, and it's rallied. And as you can see, I would think between 90 and 100, it's probably going to go try and test 100 again. If you ever break that, then it's going to go up to the deep retrace, probably 105. So, and actually it looks pretty good. You know, it's not, it's just making higher lows, and it tried to just recently made a confirmation low at a value area. Okay, so that's not bad. Progressive's an okay chart for sure. All right, next one was something. Oh man, terrible chart. Oh god, the history is awful. I don't know if I'd ever want to be messing with it ever because of this historical downtrend. It's only made lower highs, lower lows pretty much forever now. So that's just something I'm not into. And it just recently had an insane pump and dump. Right, so it's just like, I get it. I understand what's going on. You're requesting it because it's back testing that low from August 2018, December 2018. It caught a reaction. It's down 22% today, after probably being up 50% yesterday or something. I don't know, man. When I look at a chart like this, why would I try to be finding longs on this when it only number go down? Like, it pumps, it dumps, and every time it dumps, it eventually makes the lowest low of all time. So I'm just, you know, what it did was it sprung in late December, early January, and back tested the spring January 21st, and then went bonkers. And now I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, it's trying to back test the spring again. Okay, it reacted. Now what? You know, divergence, sure. I guess one could try to strategize having a stop loss below 813, that low, but I wouldn't be messing with it below that, man. And it just recently made a lower low, so there's like no local forms of accumulation at all. But let's be real, there's never been a form of accumulation that is real ever on this chart in CTY. So you try to look for the assets that are making consecutive higher highs, higher lows forever, you know, because that's how you know the long-term uptrend is bullish, and normally bids come in at levels that are critical, and then the higher lows, and then it goes to a higher high. It's not just pump and dump stuff. So I'm not into it, man. Sorry. Okay, let's look at this is Hut Mining Corporation, IPO'd, I guess. IPO'd back in March 2018. Here you go, man. I mean, it is trying to backtest that IPO high as support a lot. Momentum's trying to shift at that level. 376, that's your cutoff point. I don't know if you want to be messing with the asset below 376, or it's like that zone 350 to 376. If it can hold that, hey man, it could go for a nice retrace. At least to go test $6.66. Repeating, of course. I like it. The way the 200 moving average is up sloping, and I do like the higher low locally. I like the hidden bullish divergence that actually has just begun to play out, or at least it's, you know, I'm just looking at the MACD from the low to the higher low, the spring, the back test of the spring, right? That's the spring back test. And at the spring back test, you're showing continuation, implied continuation on the MACD histogram. It's begun to play out, but you know, just so you can see, it's down 8.7. Sorry. Here's Hut, range-bound asset. Okay, that IPO price March 28 or 18, and look at it now. You know, you bounced off it once, nice rally. You sold off, you tested it once, you bounced barely. You fell below it. You got back above it, you rallied, you sold off, now you're back testing it again. So it's like, it is interesting how you're making higher lows. You're showing a level of local accumulation, hidden bullish divergence on that higher low, on that back test of the spring, and it's above it, right? It's at 451 right now. Again, it's down 8.7%. Anything above 350 could be great, you know, but if it can't hold that, it's going down, going to lose so much value if it falls below that. So I think you're safe until you fall below that. It's okay for now. Above the 200 moving average, I think the gap would fill. There's a gap all the way at 370, so it might be going down to fill that gap soon, you know. It doesn't leave gaps filled or open for too long. So again, my thoughts on this is anything above 350 is okay. if it can hold above it long enough, I mean, if there's enough demand for the asset, $6.66, that high up here, right? It's just, it's a zone, man. It's just kind of like 639 to 665. Okay, so that's where it could go. It's failed twice to get up there. It's just not enough demand. So maybe on the spring back test, there's going to be enough demand now to get it up there. If it ever broke that, then it could probably go and test the highest high ever on candle close 1040. So yeah, it's like, it reminds me of BAT. Okay, look at this chart. It's not as strong as BAT though. BAT's like way more of, oh yeah, that's definitely the support. Okay, you look at this chart on HUT, and then we go to BAT. It's almost the same picture, man. It's like you go back to that critical support resistance from 2018, and then it's like testing once, twice, 3 times. And it's like, what has to happen? What else does it have to do to catch bids now? Like, this is exactly where the bids come in, and it goes to 108. It goes to test its previous high, you know, and it just hasn't occurred yet. It's because Bitcoin probably. So there you go. HUT and BAT, similar looking assets, right? Yes. Yeah, man. All right, next asset was requested was Hex. Up almost 14% today. Still holding, trying to bullishly engulf. There will be a confirmed bullish engulfing candle on Hex in less than 1 hour if it can hold these prices right now. Still above its previous discernible swing high, 9.7 to 10 cents. I love that. Think that's good. But not really showing any, besides the bullish engulfing candle that's presenting itself today, I don't see much of a, like a, you know, a structure that we're like, hey, it's so easy to manage your risk here, right? I'm just not seeing anything yet. I mean, maybe it's breaking the supply line now. Dude, if this thing's going to do what it's done historically, it's just going to keep going up. But, you know, like, it's been making the most distribution it's been making this whole run. I mean, we're talking in maybe a year, it's showing more distribution locally than it has. So just maybe it's trying to double bottom here. It's above the 200 moving average. Dude, everything, there's a lot of things technically that make this thing fine. Okay? It really is okay at this level. It's just, I mean, you know, we could try to be, because the wick, man, this kind of makes things really sketch, you know, this crazy drawdown to 7.7 cents. Because I'd be like, if it didn't exist, then it'd be like potential double bottom occurring on Hex, right? If you use the candle low close and this new established low, maybe double bottoming, confirming a bottom. But that wick there is kind of crazy. So there is divergence on the second low if you look at it that way too. So it's not too bad. It's still very much an uptrend above all technical levels. It needs to be above for now. Anyway, it just showed a lot of, you know, distribution recently. That's it. So still a good looking asset technically above these levels. Yep. And when it falls below those levels, it's not going to be a great, an awesome looking asset and a very mega bullish trend. Okay. Can't believe it, dude. It just keeps on doing well, and that's great, man, because that means people are making money, and it's probably not bankers or, you know, lawyers or doctors, or it's people, it's probably more regular people out there that are securing some wealth for their families. Wow, dude. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's like, it's just like people working in the government trying to like scrutinize crypto and stuff. They only think about like extreme, terrible, bad cases. They're not thinking about like the financial freedom that cryptocurrency's already given and is continuing to give many just normal working class people. Those working people that were paying attention enough to know that this was an opportunity and has been an opportunity for its existence, right? For going on 11 years. Yeah. There's your Hex, Wally Cyrus. Thanks, man. Our next one was, oh man, so nasty, dude. It's like disgusting. Ugh. This is all I got for you on NU. It's like, I haven't looked at it much. It's in the zone. If it holds 16.5 cents, it's safe. It'll be okay above 16.5 cents. But dude, it's like a lot of the other ones, man. A lot of the other ones where it's just bleeding out in a mega correction. Yes, it's made deep retraces, probably 88% now. I mean, you are so close if it hasn't anyway. Let's see. To be precise, it has, man. It hit its 88% retrace officially for the first time ever, July 20th, just a week ago. And it's still below the 200 moving average, has made its lowest low recently of the entire correction. It's certainly not making higher highs. There's nothing bullish about this asset except for the value perceived areas. That's it, right? Nearing a level of support that goes back to December 11th. That's when it was created, and everything correlated afterwards to it. I mean, you got that going for you, but dang, man, everything else kind of just like, oh. You know what, man? You know what? Wow, it's insane, dude. So it's like, so it's still the case where it hasn't shown any levels of accumulation locally at all. None. But it is showing, for real, quadruple MACD bullish divergence. That's really pretty. That's extremely gorgeous looking on a MACD. That implies reversal so much.
Could you please look at SPRT 0.008786992 ETH?
What's up, Anonymous? Yes, we will, for sure. Thank you, dude, for the 2011 of Ethereum. Thanks, dude. Yeah, so nearing an inflection point from December. Quadruple divergence on the MACD. 88% retrace with the quadruple MACD bullish divergence. Then there's an argument. There's an argument for reversal. In terms of like a harmonic, the whole freaking chart would be a harmonic, you know. It's like, how will we even anchor on this one from the lowest low? Will we shark it? Would it be it would probably just be a shark, man. It's a little too deep though on C, but as you can see, 886, man. I mean, that's it. It's just like big M-shaped formation, and yes, the MACD histogram on the daily implies a reversal soon at an 88% retrace near an inflection point. So, yep, there could be a reversal here, but there's certainly no accumulation. There's no trend reversal going on right now at all locally. Nope, lowest low just achieved. So it's kind of like that, you know, it's good, it's great, not terrible. Like, man, if only it could be getting back above 23.4 cents and testing it as support and working on it, and it made a higher low and it's trying to make higher highs like locally, then, you know, it's great, but it's just so much needs to be done on this asset still.
Hey Mitch.
So Retta.
Hope you're doing well. Breaking out may be a start of a new run, smile. Glad I kept DCAing when BTC went under 30k, smile. Have a good day, Mitch.
Thanks, Retta. Bitcoin dominance breaking. Didn't it hit 50? Then we thought it would hit 50, right? Hit that inflect. Dude, all right. Great stuff. We're talking about NU, talking about 88% retraces, right? And what can happen at 88% retraces, right? Even if they're not making higher lows locally, watch this. Bitcoin dominance. Remember the same presentation. An asset that made a low, and then it made a high. From that low to high, what did it do? It went down and hit an 88.6% retrace, literally like the Jesus, touched it. And since then, what has it done? It has reversed. It went from 39.76% total Bitcoin market cap dominance, and now it's at 48.6 cents. It has broken the little supply line here. It has broken the high from June 23rd and is on its way to 49.71, which is that support resistance from July 2017, April 2018, August 2017, October, November 2017. That's where it's probably headed. All right. So there you have it. What happens on assets when they hit 88% retraces? They react. They can react explosively, and sometimes they can react, you know, very lackadaisically or whatever, and then they dump again. So this one's reacting. All right, just a little bit of 886 stuff for you. What was it? All right, was that it? Was it the last request? No. Now I have one more. Not digging the life of this chart, really. Whoops. All right. Well, I mean, dude, this thing, really critical levels back from 2001, 2, 3, 8, 9, 12. That's, do you see it, man? You go back, it's like unreal on SPRT. Go to the weekly. Look at this, dude. I mean, what a level. What a freaking level. The assets above it, unbelievably, as it fell below it for a long time. I mean, it had fallen below that critical support. It's been below it for 6 years almost. Pretty much 6 years it's been below it, but now it's back and it's above it, 692. Up 25% after hours. Did it have earnings or something? I have no idea what it was. Packaged software, had it been earnings, I guess. 866 currently is where it's sitting. We know historically, look at this asset's done every time it's held above $6. And, you know, it'd be nice to get a back test, I mean, to confirm the validity of the support. But, man, you can see what happens to the asset when it does get above $6. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Could go up again. So that's support.com above a major inflection point where it could go vastly higher. At the same time, we come back test and confirm its validity, and that's where a great low risk long could be taken. It just is kind of like, did it even back? It did. Holy crap, chat, look at this, man. So last week, bullish engulfing candle, confirmed breakout back into the zone, right? Confirmed with a candle close on the weekly. And then this week it gapped up, it ran up, and then it sold off and was here at close around $7, and it's just gapped up again. So it will be a big green candle tomorrow. After, though, at the beginning of the week, it back tested $6 that was once support as support again. So a back test has occurred here. Let's see how high this freaking thing will go, because it could go, based on history, I mean, just we're talking about this high from July 13th. I mean, from the bottom to top, we're talking like 200% upside to 275% upside on this asset if it can hold above this. It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty good. The mark of the composite, man, kind of. I mean, that's it. Back tests of springs, man. Very good. It only took 6 years to get back above it. So 6 years goes by, yeah, you get above it. It could be real fast, man. They've been waiting, man, and waiting. Those bots that were programmed by the composite man himself. And that was it. That was the last. Just kidding.
Can you look at Luna, please, Mitch?
Yes, lunatic. Thank you for the 20. Yeah, which Luna though? There's one on the New York Stock Exchange, but I'm gonna take a guess. They're talking about the S coin. Luna looking pretty not bad. Yeah, not too. Oh yeah, dude. Luna to me, I love Luna right here. Luna above 845. Luna above 845 to me is 1161 to 1321. All right, this asset is obviously regarded. I mean, this is such a real support resistance at 845. It broke it yesterday, pulled back, can't break that 200 moving average. Looks like it's about to close above the 200-day moving average for the first time, literally ever. And I'm talking, it will be happening if it stays at this level or higher. It will be history for Luna to the US dollar tether. Again, first daily candle close above the 200 moving average ever today. If you stay above that, I mean, I think there's the probability of upside is 1161. I mean, I think that's straight up, straight down. Why not straight up again? You're above 845. And the only historical price action you ever see between 845 and 1161 straight up. So even from here where it is, upside potential still 25%. Still, yes. That's your Luna. Hey, guess what? Local accumulation, right? Many assets we're looking at across the cryptosphere unable to show us or to present an argument that there is local accumulation. Luna, with its higher lows, clearly presenting that argument. And again, another one. Are you kidding me, dude? Multiple local lows that are higher than the previous low before it. Most aren't doing that. Bitcoin didn't even do that, man.
Check out Red. It's hard to great.
Oh, it looks great, man.
Great.
It looked good before, though, right? Weeks ago, it looked amazing. Descending, broadening wedge breakout. Go Dabo, I agree. We must keep him healthy for the future. I agree, dude. Thank you, Grubman. So Luna, 1161, history is upon it. It will be doing something it's never done before. It's not a very long history. It's not like, it goes back to 1970. August of last year it got listed here, I think, so. We only have 430 likes. Get wrecked, everybody. Get wrecked. Yeah, regen that was down today, bad, recovered to fill a gap. And yes, I mean, you're talking, I think there's still upside on this. Because like, worst case scenario, we talk about a bearish cipher pattern. Bearish cipher will run up one more fib node to 616.66, right? If it becomes a shark, then 638.98. I think that's the upside target still on this asset. It's been a nice run, man. But like, look, I'm talking about this. If the worst is going to happen to Regeneron, it's going to truly reverse the downside. We're talking about a textbook bearish cipher. If the cipher gets violated, then it becomes a shark, right? So there you have it, man. It's a little off right there. Okay, so that's that's probably where it's headed in time. I mean, it could still pull back more, but as long as it stays above 543, all is well. I did not back test it. Once it broke it, it just snapped straight up. So you can't be surprised if it goes and back test that. I mean, it's also, we're looking at old highs from, remember, August 2015. Just kind of like right there's your zone. Okay, so $593 to $600 is extremely important. It hit the bottom of that zone, right? The range, the inflection point, and it reacted. It reacted very well with a sell-off, dude. Clearly, it was like on the order book. There were way too many sellers at that time. That's okay, man. See if you can get another retest. You get another retest, then you're probably gonna break it. You break that, man. I mean, there's nothing there. There's nothing there but your previous high. But we're talking about, you know, harmonics, so it could go just slightly above it. But then you'd be looking for a back test of 600 as support. So I think there's still more upside. But yeah, it did just back test an old resistance as resistance again. So it could always come and test 543 to see, just so market participants could see if it's gonna be regarded as support. So, but remember, we were looking at this before the breakout, or just as it was breaking out. Remember this? I mean, there was much better low risk areas, and it was breaking above support resistances, an inflection point, a supply line, higher lows. It looked good, you know, before, and it's been doing really well this whole time since the last time we talked about it. Okay, Danny, thanks for the like, dude. So that was the last request on the docket. Okay, man. Been live 1 hour, 24 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, sub. Thanks so much for everyone being here on this just everyday Tuesday stream where Bitcoin's up $1,800, almost 5%. Not bad, man. Bitcoin dominance heading towards 50% again. It was only a matter of time based on that 88% retrace we saw. Like really struggling, dude. Like's it hit the 200-day moving average yesterday. It was up 13%, and it doesn't matter. And it's down today. It's just like, stuck sideways, man. Can't catch enough bids to break it out of its little stuck range, man. Hello.
Moisny. Everybody loves Mitre Romano. Only 400 likes with such a lovely personality. Boo-hoo.
That's debatable. That's a subjective statement about my personality. Some would not like it. Some might like it. Right? You could hate me. You could love me. But at the end of the day, you got to understand what I'm trying to do here. And all it's trying to do is just like, help people identify value perceived areas in places where you can set up reasonable stop losses, below critical areas where many things are happening. Okay, so I don't know. It's just like, it just depends on, if you know what I'm doing, you would probably like me. But if you don't know what I'm actually really trying to do here, you may not like me. And that's probably where most of my haters are, I guess. I don't know. Man. I'm just looking at filters. I don't know. I'm just being goofy. There aren't many good filters, man. What the heck? Yeah, whatever, dude. Just won't use it. So we have 30 minutes to your close on the daily. What's up, Mr. Menage? Thanks for the £2 super chat, mate. The love is mutual. Hey, dude, love is mutual. Looking really good right now on the 4 hour on Bitcoin. Remember, it would be a 4 hour bullish engulfing candle. And dude, it'd be 7 days in a row of higher high closes than your previous daily closes, which again hasn't happened since March, man. And it was just right here between March 5th and March 11th. That's it, dude. And again, opportunities. Monero is like clockwork since that engulfing candle. Once it breaks 220, once it breaks 223, man, I do think that you got a real good chance of upside to at least see the top of the harmonic minimum. All right, triple bullish divergence at the pattern completion zones. Reversal low, reaction low, reversal low. 786 conclude with the 1414. It literally doesn't get any more specimen than this, except for the fact that maybe it hit the 786 and exceeded it just a little bit. Maybe went down like 82, 83% retrace. So it could have been more perfect, but this is as good as it really gets when it comes to harmonics. And it's you're able to identify the structure on the daily, which makes it even better, right? Anytime, hey, you see a pattern in the 60-minute or the 4 hour maybe, and you can't really tell, it doesn't really show up very well on the daily, that's when you know it's not as strong. When it shows up on the 4 hour, 60-minute, daily, and if you can get it on the weekly, holy crap, that's when it's really significant.
Can you check gold on 4 hour? Can
Absolutely.
You consider that MACD bluish divergence?
We will look at it. I did look at gold already early in the stream, but if you want to, we can go back, man, no problem. He's talking about the 4 hour on gold. He's talking about spot price on gold, right? Is that 4 hour bullish divergence? To me, it's like the 4 hours just like rounding out, and it's all about the ifs here. That's what my analysis was. It's about the ifs. It's trying to hold a neckline of a head and shoulders. It's trying to hold the neckline, potential head and shoulders, right? Because it is not a confirmed head and shoulders till it breaks the neckline. Neckline's like 1793, which happens to be historical as F back from 2011. So is that bullish divergence? It kind of looks like it a little bit, but man, the context of its impossibility of breaking that 200 moving average. Look how many times it's rejecting it, even recently. It's so tough. I would say you could almost coin flip this thing, because it's like maybe there's divergence in the 4 hour, but it broke its supply line that goes all the way back to the beginning of the correction. It broke that, and it's still above it. It's still above the 2011, 2012 support resistance. It's above those right now. But at the same time, locally, it's rounding out. So it doesn't look good locally, but if you go the daily, it's still okay. And so it's all about, if 1793 can't hold, it'll probably come down to 1763 to create some sort of XABCD harmonic structure. If it can hold, this is exactly where it goes to $1,900. It's so tough right now because there's contradicting variables. There are things that look bad on it right now, but there are also things where it's still above all critical areas of support. That's it for now on gold. I wish it was easier. Sometimes it's really easy no-brainers on assets, and then sometimes on assets it's like you got a mixed bag of things. Some things are not good, some things are saying good things. Okay, that's it, man. But one thing's for sure, you go to the weekly on gold and you know what's up, dude. You go to the weekly on gold, and anything above 1747 is fine, right? You want to see the asset hold above 1793. It will suck so bad to fall below this level, man. Okay, it's like this 1789. You know, that's, make that only visible on the daily, the different candle closes. Right, it's like that, man. It's like candle, high close, highest level traders settled up November 2011. Then you get price action correlation February 12th, and then October 2012. That's it, man. You're above that for now on gold. You can clearly see that red line. That's what the price is currently. You're above that, so you're good for now. All right. You're trying to create that beautiful inverse head and shoulders. It's potential inverse head and shoulders, so it's long-term long, right? I mean, it looks great. This is, it's been a multi-year uptrend, and now it's been almost a year downtrend, a year correction. But look how much higher the lows are than the previous lows.
Education bit. Rules pertaining to validation/invalidating of harmonic patterns aside from measurements not quite reaching targets. That seems pretty self-explanatory, lol. Thanks for all you do and the time/effort you put in.
Sweaty jalapeno since 20, dude. Rules pertaining to validation and invalidation of harmonic patterns aside from measurements not quite reaching targets. Are you talking about when it hits the bottom? It's violation, man. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's like when the asset, I don't know, dude. It's just kind of like when an asset, like a harmonic, my God, how many times have we seen this? It's like 786. You got your rules, you're able to identify it, and then it's just like when an asset fails to. So this is a Gartley, right? And then it hits a 786, but then it goes to the 886. It doesn't mean that the pattern's dead. It doesn't mean the Gartley's invalid. It just went a little bit deeper. I mean, according to Casey Stubbs, the pattern is not violated until it falls below X. So that's kind of it, man. So, right, invalidation occurs when a harmonic falls below its inception beginning wave, right, the X wave. So if it holds, here, okay, nice. It fell below the 786, but it was still valid because it didn't fall below X. So the 786, it went to the 886, it went to the 92% retrace. That's what so many of these cryptos are doing. They've been doing. Gartley, no, just kidding, it's a Bartley. So falling below X is a violation and potential, pretty much invalidation. There you go. Again, you can have a stop loss, a tighter stop loss, but then you run the risk of getting stopped out and not being invalid, Alright, dude. Don't know if I'll be making it for 23 more minutes. I mean, we've had a pretty good stream today. We've had a good look around the market, across the markets, man. Pretty much the name of this show. That doesn't really work with SEO. So, again, with crypto, right now, you saw the beginning of the stream, there are a handful of coins that are at strategic long entry areas. The technical indicator is the spring back test of these, where they've fallen below these very critical ice lines, but recently, really recently, they've gotten back above them, and they're back testing them not once, some of them twice, and they're holding above a local accumulation right there. So I'm just saying, man, they're there, and all I can do is bring them up, some of them, and then we see what happens, man. Oh, we didn't look at totals, I don't think, but we're here. No, we didn't. Totals looking amazing. All right, chat. Something very, very real and good is about to happen in 21 minutes on total, okay? Yes? Total.
I like total.
Total is about to do something. About to break the midpoint of the range of the rectangle between 1.28 and 1.77 trillion dollars. All right, it's about to make its highest daily candle close since June 17th. But most importantly, it's breaking the high from June 29th and July 4th. This is spectacular. This is a really big deal. Normally straight down, straight up. I'm sorry, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Why the F not up? Definitely, probably will do what it's done only in history, which is straight up, straight down. So good news, very good news on total on the daily. Big deal, dude. All right, it's just kind of like breaking news, man. Breaking news on totals. It's good. It's real good. Hype in the chat. Who we kidding? Yeah, normally I have total up on my alternate screen, but I had all the, the earnings, the equities. Yeah, technical breaking news, pretty much. Big deal. It actually is really big deal. Okay, 20 minutes, dude. So I'll just let you have the rest of the 20, minutes to yourself to, look back on the charts and the things that are important to you, all right? You don't need me till there's hype again. But I don't know, man, being up $1,700 on the day is pretty good, But how can you beat a $5,100 candle, or at least from its lowest low to its highest high, $5,100? That was crazy. All right, y'all. We're on the precipice of an enormous crossroads here on totals. Bitcoin on the 4-hour about to bullishly engulf. We'll see if we can test 40K again. Good things could happen if we keep testing it, right? Keep testing the resistance, it gets weaker and weaker. Thanks for the likes, love, supports, contributions, everything in betweens. Let's see if we can figure out a way for me to gain subs again. It's literally impossible to gain subs now. Like 0 subs every single stream. So like I'm literally not growing anymore ever again. So thanks for being here. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.